tissues ready. Getting my tissues ready. Joe went to the bathroom. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of the National Anthem, performed today by Professor Holly Martin and the Trillium Trio.
light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. Members of the faculty, staff, and students, Senator Manchin, distinguished senator from West Virginia, and guests, good morning. I am Dr. Jane Milley, interim president of West Virginia University at Parkersburg. On behalf of West Virginia University at Parkersburg Board of Governors, faculty, staff, and students, I welcome you to the 47th Annual Spring Commencement Ceremony. I'm pleased to recognize the Trillium Trio, Mr. David Pulls, violin, Ms. Cynthia Pulls, cello, Ms. Jane Irvine, piano, and vocalist, who is also professor of biology at West Virginia University, Holly Martin, who are providing music for us today. I thank you all for being here. Now let me introduce the platform party for today's ceremony. First, Senator Joe Manchin, our guest speaker today. To my right, Mr. John Gorel, Dean, Jackson County Center, Ms. Cynthia Brown, Vice Chair, West Virginia University Parkersburg Foundation Board, Mr. Sam Winans, Chair, West Virginia University Parkersburg Board of Governors. To my left, Ms. Alice Harris, Executive Vice President of Finance and Administration, Mr. Austin Grimmett, Student Government President, Dr. Chad Crumbaker, Interim Vice President for Academic Affairs, and Mr. Anthony Underwood, Vice President for Student Services. This is a very special morning. We're here to honor over 300 students who have completed their studies with us and 145 participating in this ceremony today. Graduating class, congratulations. I know that you must attribute your success to hard work and perseverance, but I am sure that there are many who have helped you along the way, who you would like to thank. Graduates, please stand up and show your thanks to family and friends with a big round of applause. Come on, stand up. You can stay standing for another minute because I know you would also want to thank the faculty who have not only been your teachers, but your mentors and role models, as well as the many West Virginia University Parkersburg staff who have assisted you on your educational journey. Please acknowledge their contribution with a round of applause. Please be seated. I am so proud, really proud, to be with you today as we celebrate your educational achievements. I offer my hearty and sincere congratulations again to each of you. You are graduating today from a college that has a young, yet rich history that you are an important part of, and an education that will serve you well and one that you will take with you throughout your life. Because you are receiving today a certificate, an associate, or a bachelor degree, from WVUP, I applaud you. I commend you. Please stand up again and give yourself a round of applause. You may sit down again, for now. As you graduate, I want you to remember 3 words: accomplishment, perseverance, and dream. My background is not unlike most of yours. I never dreamt I would be a president or a chancellor at a college or university. My roots are Northeastern, but I leave a big part of me in West Virginia. I'm from a middle-class family where I had little hope I would ever be able to afford to go to college. But I did manage to do this with scholarships, loans, and work study. Even when I was chancellor in the University of North Carolina system, I was still paying back my loans. Every month, I wrote my check to the government. And I did it gladly because it made it possible for me to pursue my education and my dreams. Today is not the end for you, although you should bask in the glory of your achievements today. Don't stop. Keep thinking about the next step in your education. Keep going. Dream big. And don't give up, because there are a few little stumbling blocks along the way. We all have those. You must always keep learning and growing and moving forward. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. The more education you receive, the better your access will become to the things, both material and spiritual, you'll want for yourself and your family. Many steps will be interspersed with challenges and accomplishments as you strive to further and reach ever-changing goals. Remember, WVUP will be here to support you as we have supported you as students. Don't go too far away. Stay close to the university. Be active in our Alumni Association. Use our career services to help you build your career, and stay in touch with the many faculty and staff who have helped and mentored you, and who will continue to assist you in the future. Work in your communities to help others be responsible citizens. Encourage your family members to participate in developing their communities as part of this free world we are fortunate enough to live in. I hope you will share your WVUP experience with others and encourage them to come to WVUP to pursue their education. This is still a relatively young institution, founded in 1961 as a branch of West Virginia University. Though it evolved in 2008 to become a freestanding university, we've remained closely aligned with West Virginia University. Of the 9 campuses in the West Virginia Community and Technical College system, West Virginia University at Parkersburg is the largest, with the highest graduation and retention rates. Our retention rates from semester to semester are over 70%. That says a lot for our faculty and staff, and a lot for you for persevering. And we're the only college in the West Virginia Community and Technical College system to offer bachelor degrees. The college thrives today as it accomplishes its vision and mission with you, our graduates, and with current students by offering an accessible, life-changing educational experience in a safe and supportive environment. Even though you are graduating today, this step is not the end, but instead is one of many milestones you will experience in life, whether it be a new job, a promotion, or further education. I have little doubt that your life will be impacted moment by moment and day by day and year by year by changes, whether political, social, economic, technological, or environmental. These changes will no doubt influence your decisions and continue through your life. You have many choices now. Plan each one carefully and deliberately in order to achieve your desired goal toward fulfillment and happiness. When things don't go as you think they should, because they may not go always the way you think they should, try another approach and keep moving forward. We're depending on you, our graduates. You are our future, the future of West Virginia, the future of America, and the future of the world. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. How each one of you achieves happiness and has the courage and perseverance to pursue success is and will be unique. Good luck and best wishes for your continued success. At this time, I present you with a well-respected and dedicated leader of West Virginia University Parkersburg Board of Governors, Chairman Sam Winans, a major advocate and supporter of our college and your education. Chairman Winans.
Thank you, Dr. Milley. I need one of those hats. I got to get me one of those. The Board of Governors of West Virginia University of Parkersburg extends their hearty congratulations on a job well done and an education well earned. Today, enjoy every second of this wonderful accomplishment. Thank your parents, your spouse, your significant other, your professors, their staffs, and the janitors. And in my case, most importantly, the janitors. Your education began on your parents' laps and should never end. West Virginia University Parkersburg is but a very important segment in a lifetime of training. Some of you will go on to earn other degrees, perhaps a master or a doctorate. Some of you will join today's workforce. Hopefully, all of you will take a deep breath, look around in amazement at your unique accomplishment, and savor this moment. Be kind to your fellow man. Give of yourself. Treat everyone with respect. Don't ever cheat yourself. Get involved and stay involved. Make a difference. You've already proven that you can. It has been said, live for today, tomorrow isn't promised. I cannot subscribe to that because you are our tomorrow, and you will always be our promise tomorrow, and your children will be your promise tomorrow. An American icon once said, tomorrow is the most important thing in life. Comes to us at midnight, very clean. It is perfect when it arrives and puts itself in our hands. It hopes we have learned something from yesterday. John Wayne had this inscribed on his tombstone as a reminder that tomorrows are entrusted to us and to mold them to the best of our ability. The American hero John Wayne also has this quote attributed to him: life is tough. It's even tougher if you're stupid. I can't add anything to this brilliant observation. I won't try. Now enjoy today, and tomorrow go out and do something great, and don't ever forget West Virginia University Parkersburg. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Winans. Next, Austin Grimmett will speak on behalf of our students. Austin is the president of the Student Government Association, a very active student leadership organization at our college. It is my pleasure to present Mr. Grimmett, who will share his greetings.
Thank you, Dr. Milley. Hello and good morning, everyone. On behalf of our student body, it is my honor to welcome you to the West Virginia University at Parkersburg Spring 2018 Commencement Ceremony. This day marks the completion of a common goal that all students share before we ever pulled into the parking lot outside for the very first time: earning a college degree. Graduates, we have come a long way since we first arrived on campus. To reach this moment, it took countless hours of exploring and studying our respective fields. Like a nourishing mother, or the Latin alma mater, this institution has prepared us with the discipline, critical thinking, and leadership skills required to go out into the world and solve the problems we will face in the 21st century. The best part about this institution is the people inside of it. The administration, staff, and faculty here have dedicated themselves to helping students reach this moment. They have impacted our lives forever, and for that, we will be eternally grateful. I want to personally thank you, my fellow graduates, as we have all participated in each other's education through collaboration and debate, by supporting and challenging one another to be better than we were yesterday. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. I know that many future success stories will walk across this stage today as we continue into the next phase of our lives, whether that is entering the workforce or furthering our education. We will always carry with us the friendships we formed, the challenges we have overcome, and the memories we have made here. As the future leaders of our communities, may we lead lives of meaning and purpose by empowering those around us and being a positive force for good. In the words of John Quincy Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Congratulations to the West Virginia University at Parkersburg graduating class of 2018. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Austin. It's been a real pleasure to work with you this year and get to know you. I am very honored to have the opportunity to introduce our guest speaker, Senator Joe Manchin, U.S. Senator, Democrat, West Virginia. Senator Manchin was sworn into the United States Senate on November 15, 2010, to fill the seat left vacant by the late Senator Robert C. Byrd. For Senator Manchin, serving as West Virginia's senator is truly an honor and a privilege. Senator Manchin is defined by his family and the values that he learned growing up among the hard-working men and women of West Virginia, which over time formed his vigilant desire to be a public servant. From his days as a state legislator to his 6 years as governor to his current role, Senator Manchin has always been committed to his philosophy of retail government. In other words, connecting with all of his constituents and making service to them his top priority. Throughout his public life, he has never let politics or ideology stand in the way of common sense solutions. Instead, he believes that only by putting politics aside and working hard to bring people together can we do what is right for West Virginia and the nation. Senator Manchin currently serves on the Senate Energy and Natural Resources Committee, the Senate Armed Services Committee, the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, and the Senate Committee on Veterans Affairs, 4 critical committees that will tackle the important work of addressing our nation's energy needs, standing up for members of the military, honoring our veterans, and finding common sense solutions to boost economic prosperity. He's been married for more than 4 decades to the former Gail Connolly of Beckley. Together they have 3 children, Heather, Joseph, and Brooke, and are the proud grandparents of Joseph, Sophie, Kelsey, Madeline, Chloe, Jack, Carly, Vivian, Bo, and Knox. I hope I got them all. It is my very distinguished pleasure and honor to present Senator Manchin.
Thank you so much. Thank you. My kids have been busy. My kids have been. Thank you. Thank you. To Dr. Jay Melley, to Sam Winans, to Dr. Chad Crumbaker, to Austin Grimmett, David Troll, and the faculty and staff, thank you all for having me today. But most importantly, to the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins, nephews, and nieces, thank all of you for allowing us to have these wonderful new graduates going to be part of West Virginia and part of our community, part of our economic society and our growth of West Virginia. Students from hardworking, developing part of our state. I look at you all today and I keep thinking, you know, we've all been there. Most of us have had a chance, if we have, opportunity. And you think back, how did you get here? How many times did you drop out? How many times did you quit? How many times did you not think you were going to make it? How many times did you not think you could afford it? And when you think about that, and you have everybody sitting in the back of the room, how many of them made an extra effort? How many of them made a sacrifice? And so many times we take it for granted. I tell people, I'm a privileged child. I was raised as a privileged child. Now, my background is Farmington, West Virginia. Anyone's ever been to Farmington, I don't think you've seen a big house. I didn't think you saw a fancy neighborhood. I lived between the tracks and Buffalo Creek. I was raised in a 3-room garage apartment. And I stand before you against long odds, really do. I wasn't on an academia trajectory. I did as good as I had to do to get through school and high school, because all I want to do is play ball. And I was lucky enough to get a scholarship at WVU and got to play quarterback until I got hurt pretty bad playing. And guess what? Things changed. Things change very quickly. No different than you. It changes. And you don't intend for those changes to ever happen, because growing up you think all this will be exactly like I thought it would be. So I had to kick in and do some things. But people said, why do you think you're a privileged child? I didn't live in a big house, didn't have a big fancy neighborhood, didn't have any amounts of money that I could ever see. We always lived good, but everybody else lived the same as we did. I had unconditional love. There was not a day in my life that I did not know that someone loved me. Now, they might whip the heck out of me, but I knew that was a good loving whipping, because I deserved it. But I knew that they never turned their back on me. And think about this, each one of you all, there are people sitting there that never turned their back, they never lost hope on you, they never lost faith in you. And they would do for you what they wouldn't do for themselves. That's pretty special. I've said this before so many times. If you were born in America, you hit the jackpot. You hit the jackpot if you were born in this wonderful country of ours. And we take it for granted. But you did. Now, if you've hit the jackpot, you're thinking, okay, I've hit the lottery. What do I do with this? I got all this newfound wealth. Well, you hit the jackpot, born in America, what are you going to do with it? And on top of that, you got an education to go with it. Now what are you going to do? Because this journey starts today. You've got something different to market than you ever had before. You got a degree. How are you going to use it? What are you going to do with it? You going to blow it? Spend it all at one time? You going to invest it? Make it do and make it work and live with you and make you sure that when you retire you've done something with this degree? That's the choices you've got to make now. Now let me tell you, there's an American author, William Arthur Ward, said, if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can become it. Well, you had to imagine that this was available to you. You've had to dream about it whenever you thought the dreams were snuffed out. You thought it was gone. And then you had to create it. And now you have a chance to become it. It's really who you are. You've gone through everything. Look around. A lot of non-traditional students here. A lot of you have already had a chance and a bite at life, and you saw that, hey, I want another bite at that apple. I'm going to try it a little differently, okay? Now, I'm going to share a story with you. One of your graduates, okay? Because you have 146 of you that are here. You have 387 degrees that are being conferred today. I want to take a minute to talk about one of the dedicated graduates that we have with us. Vicky Sargent grew up in the coal fields of Kentucky, but she's lived here in Parkersburg for the past 19 years. Back in Kentucky, she was the oldest of 6 girls. Her parents worked tirelessly to support them. Her dad served in the Korean War, but things were tough for the family. Vicky said that back then, if you could cook, clean, and mend a sock, you were marriage material. So that's what she did. She got married at a very young age. After a few years, she got remarried and moved with her husband here to her hometown, his hometown of Parkersburg. She got a lot of hands-on training in the years that followed. She did janitorial work, hotel work, cooking at a local deli, driving a limousine, and ultimately running that company herself. When she was 40, Vicky finally got her GED. Then she got a scholarship right here at WUP. She got a scholarship. In the past 4 years, Vicky has earned 3 certificates, 2 associate's degree, and today she will walk off this stage with a bachelor's degree in business. Vicky, this room is so proud of you, and all of the Vickies that are in here, all of the Vickies that are in here, and striving to improve the quality of their life. So your loved ones are proud of you. Your children, Ashley, Johnny, and Brandon, are undoubtedly inspired by you. Can you imagine having that type of a role model that picked themselves up and moved on? So all of us say congratulations. This is one of yours, and this is who you are, and this is who all of you are, striving to be better. I've always said that we're a product of our environment. You are who you are, where you come from, who raised you, and the community you were raised in. In my little community, basically, they expected to be a stand-up person. There was no sluffers, no lackers, if you will, or slackers. You had to do something. You had to work. And we expected that. But also you had to have compassion. We are not in normal times. What you see in Washington, what you see in the world today is not normal in our world of what we know. We haven't seen this type. You can do one, two things. You can curse the darkness, or you can try to bring a little sunshine to it. So you can go about and get yourself so discouraged. And I talked to a lady the other day. I had meetings down in Atlanta, and the woman says, "I just can't stand watching television." I said, "Then don't do it." She says, "I can't help myself." I said, you do need help, yeah. Anyway, we were talking about how the things and what she sees. It's not normal, but we're looking for results. And I want you to know this. You've given me the opportunity to brag on you, every one of you as West Virginians, because you've given me the opportunity to represent you and serve you. It's called public service. It's not self-service. And sometimes people get confused by that. They get into public service because they want to serve themselves, not the people that basically put them there and the purpose they're taking. I still think public service is noblest of all professions. And you've got to make decisions yourself to get involved. I'm recruiting every day to get more people involved in this. I go to schools all the time, and if I was in your high school right now, think about you're in high school. I'm walking in your high school, and I look at all of you, and I says, "Okay, what'd you do for your country today? What did you do for your country today?" Now, you would look at me and think, where's this guy coming from? And I'm saying, really, I'm serious. What did you do for your country today? Now, I don't want to embarrass anybody, because I want you to think about that. What did you do for your country? Why would I ask that question? Well, I own things that I really like and cherish, and I'm proud of them, but I got to take care of them. I've got to do a certain amount of maintenance to take care of the investment I made, so my value will be there. So when I ask that question, I'm saying, I look in your eyes and I said, do you not think you own the country? Do you not think it's yours? Do you expect someone else to take care of it for you? Do you think they would take care of it if they didn't own it? Would they take care of it the same way they would if they owned it? That's what I'm asking. And the question I'm asking that is, so many people don't know. They don't realize they have value, they have ownership, and that takes maintenance. I don't care if it's going to a shelter. I don't care if it's going to a food bank. I don't care if it's a kind word, assisting somebody, a neighbor or someone down. I don't care what you do, but you've got to contribute and give something back. It's not all about you. It's not about you. It's about all of us. And what you're seeing, and I say it's not normal today, you don't see the civility. I don't care what religion you belong to or no religion. Well, this is a land of tolerance and acceptance. This is who we are as America. We're the hope of the world. If we can't fix this, nobody can. There's not another country on earth that'll stand up for the rights of people, the rights of humanity, the moral values that we should be having. So what you're hearing is not normal. This is not who we are. But you can't let it deter you from being the country and loving the country and being the American that you are, the tolerance you have, the ability to love and care and share. It's really who we are. And when I say that, the world is looking to us. The world is saying, okay, is that American dream still alive and well? Well, the disparity we have in income inequality, something's wrong. People that never had health care or insurance, something's wrong. Can we do better? Absolutely. Did we get it right? Absolutely not. Can we fix it? We should. The taxes, when you're doing the taxes, has the tax system benefited everybody? You don't do tax overhaul. You don't sit down with your family and say, boy, we got to make some adjustments today. I want this family to sit down here because we're not doing well. We got to fix this thing. We got to either watch what we're spending, control our spending better than what we have, or we got to figure out a way to have a little bit more income so we can get our financial house in order. You don't sit down with your family and go through all the challenges you have and changes you need to make and then say, guess what, honey? Man, if we do all this, we'll only owe $100,000 more. It's not the purpose of sitting down and doing tax reform. So you've got to hold people accountable. If it doesn't make common sense, if I can't come home in West Virginia and explain it, I can't support it. I can't vote for it. And if you're a Democrat or a Republican, if I'm a D, I have a Democrat, a D by my name, I'm a Democrat, you're not my enemy because you have an R by your name or you're an independent. I think we're all on the same side. We might have a different point of view of how to get there, but we should be able to acknowledge the problem and come to a solution, which is what you've learned to do. You won't remember everything that you learned. You won't retain every class that you went through. What that class has taught you how is to get from here to there. And you're going to say, hey, I made it. I made it. I know where to find that. I know where to find the answer. I've got a saying in my office. Think like dirt. Think about that statement. Think like dirt. Have you ever, I'm a little bit apoplectic. I mean, I like things clean, but I'll do it, and I'm not asking someone else to do it for me. So I have people, and I had one guy was helping me clean something one day, and I said, Lance, how'd it do? He said, oh, I got it. I went around and said, well, how'd you miss that up there, and how'd you do it? He said, oh my goodness, I didn't see that. I said, Lance, think like dirt. If you were dirt, where would you hide so I didn't get you? Where would you hide so I couldn't find you and clean you? And I mean that. So when you think like dirt, how did you make the extra? I get people say, I said, did you call him? Did you call this person? Oh yeah, I called him. I've got to ask them, did you talk to anybody? No, but I called. No, to me, that doesn't mean anything. Did you make an effort? Well, I couldn't find this answer. Well, I went to this person. Well, I was thinking now, and I like my reverse psychology. I'm thinking, I look at everything that's been successful. We find best in class. So whatever you're going to do in life, find out who you believe. You can Google it today, find out who's the best in that category, right? You can find out. You find out how did they become the best and what did they do. And then reverse engineer it. Well, if they did that and I'm here and I did this way, I can be better than that. I figured out now how they got to there. Can I even do something a little bit better? You've got to push yourself continuously. We're facing challenges right now. And I keep looking back at how I got to where I got to. I had my mom and my dad, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, and all of us. There's a big family. But they cared. But I watched them. I watched them. I watched how they cared about other people. My grandmother, when we grew up way back in a long time ago, and I remember in the early 50s, and I remember that there were no social services. There were no there was no safety nets. You either got up and did it, or you did without. But my grandparent, my Mama Kay, my grandmother, she wanted us to make sure that we were cognizant, that we were so privileged. My grandparents both came from, one set of grandparents came from Italy, the other set came from Czechoslovakia. They were so appreciative of having an opportunity to live in this great country with the opportunity to be anything they wanted to be, that they always thought we had to make sure that we said a blessing every day for those who didn't have the same opportunity. I couldn't walk with my grandmother down the street and she saw someone that might be crippled or having mental challenges or whatever it may have been in their life. She'd make us stop and say a prayer. It's unbelievable. So when there's 20 of us little grandchildren ran around like we were all brothers and sisters, and our families multiplied pretty well. And she made us whitewash and clean her basement every year. And she had a bed and a shower, and she had a place for anybody that needed a place to stay. And she had rules. So I grew up with rules. And the rules were this. Back then, people rode the trains a lot through Farmington. There would be people jumping off. We had Wheelbarrow Willie. We had Peg Leg Peggy. We had them all. We had names for everybody. And she had 3 rules. The rules were, if you come to Mama Kay's, you were welcome. But you couldn't drink, you couldn't cuss, and you had to work. Pretty simple, isn't it? Not too complicated. And if I would come home one day and I said, hey, Mom Kay, what happened to D. Lloyd? What happened to Peg Leg Peggy? Well, she said, D. Lloyd went on a toot again. You old enough to know what a toot is. A toot is the bottle. And sometimes they go on a little bit of a toot, and we lose them. It was 6 weeks like clockwork. Honest to goodness, you could set your clock by the toot. And they'd come back. And it was the greatest, it was the greatest childhood a person could have. I learned everything, and I learned things I shouldn't have learned. But I saw life. I saw life. These were intelligent. These were quality people that something got in their way and they gave up. But they were trying to get back. And Mama Kay was there. She was that crutch. She got them back. And to this day, I still think of Peg Leg. Peggy got stuck and this is the honest to God truth. Peg Leg got stuck on the tracks. He's walking down, he had a peg leg, and he got stuck in the track, and we had to go up and pull him out before the train came. And, but you know, only in America can this happen. So I keep thinking of my wife, Gail. My father's business burnt down. We lost everything in 1968. I was in school. Just got married, still in school, and I dropped out to come back and help my family. Most of the times when you drop out, you're not going to go back. Everything intervenes in life that keeps you in a different course. My wife pushed me, and she said, you got to get your degree. You got to. You're close enough. Get it. Think about all of you all here, how much easier it would have been just to say, this is pretty rough. I'm okay. I don't think I'll make that effort. And you did. That's why it's important for me to come back and say thank you. Let me tell you why I say it's not normal. There's not one of us sitting in the room. Think of all of you right there. All of the parents, grandparents, you should be bursting with pride. But there's not one of us in the room, there's not one of you all students that doesn't know somebody in your family, extended family, or a close friend that's not been affected by drugs. Not been affected, including me, every one of us. And this is something we've got to do. We have got to win this war. We've got to start with mandatory education from K to 12. Every child should know the perils of what these drugs do to you. The legal prescription drugs or illicit drugs. We've got to know. How can you, a country of 5% of the population in the world, how can we basically define who we are as a people when 5% of the world's population uses over 80% of all opiates produced in the world? How do we become so addicted to pain? I mean, how did that happen to us? And why are we? Why are we so pain intolerant? I don't know, but I can tell you this. We're fighting it every day. We are fighting it every day. And I give this talk too. I go around the world. I've talked to the leaders of China. I've talked to the leaders of all the world powers. I know what their thought process is. There is not one country or a combination of countries that believe that they can take us on and defeat us militarily. In your lifetime, that won't happen. They're not going to take you on militarily because they know they can't. We have the greatest in the world. China would like to at some time, but they're not right now. But they're getting to that point. Russia is the big bad Russian bear. Their economy's so poor. And there's not another country on earth that'll take you on economically. Our GDP is $20 trillion a year. Next closest one we have is China, 11.5. From there it falls off. Japan, 5.5. UK's at 3.5 to 4. Big bad Russia's 2 to 3. It's just not there. So that's not going to happen. They're not going to take you on militarily in your lifetime or economically. They don't think they have to. They're going to wait for you to turn it over. They think if they just wait you out, you won't be educated well enough and you won't be clean enough. And you won't be able to maintain superpower status. That's exactly what they think. And trust me, they are good at waiting. They have patience. And I've just said they don't know West Virginians. They don't know who we are. And I have all the faith in the world that this generation won't let us down either. You have a passion. Have a passion for whatever you do. I think you've heard that before. But let me tell you the passion I have is the passion of the state of West Virginia. My father used to tell me this all the time. He'd say, the only thing new in the world is a pair of eyes. Everything else has been copied. But if it's been copied, it can be improved. If you see something and you like what you see, figure out how to do it better, as I told you before. My grandmother had the best saying at all. One time, I'm the first generation to graduate in my family, of all the kids. So I go home, and I think I'm a sophomore, and I'm taking economics and accounting, and I'm just so proud. And I go home, and I'm bragging to my grandmother, who had a fourth grade education. And I'm telling her how smart I am. In a way, I wasn't telling her, but I was basically bragging so much she knew what I was trying to say. And I couldn't wait to tell her everything I learned. Now here, she had a fourth grade education, but she had more education in life than I'll ever have. So she's listening for a while, and she looked at me and she said, Joe, remember one thing. And I want you to remember this too. How many of you all have had someone that you've talked to, and not only did they talk through you, they talked over you and above you and everything else and made you feel like you were inferior? Okay? We've all had it happen. So my grandmother really quickly put me back on the straight path. She says, honey, let me tell you one thing. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If I don't feel it here, I don't care what you got here, because I'm not going to hear that. But if I know it's coming from here, I know you got it up here. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's so true. It is so true. And the person, how many of you sitting here today are getting a degree, know somebody, a close friend or somebody in your family that's just as capable, that's just as smart, if not smarter, that could have done this and they haven't? What's your motivation? Can you spur them on? Can you go back now and encourage them to get a little bit more, to go a little bit more further in education, and make more sacrifices to get a degree? That's really your purpose right now, is to improve other people's quality of life. Someone got you here. Someone helped you. It's up to return that. So I'll leave you with this. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And as West Virginians, I think the majority are West Virginians. Am I right here? Most of you from West Virginia. If you're not, I know you wish you were. So I want you to do this, and I'll leave you with this. How many times have we traveled somewhere and someone says, oh, where are y'all from? You say, oh, here it comes. And you tell them West Virginia. He says, close to Richmond? Oh, yeah. Right next door. Right next door. Yeah. Here's what I want you to do without even thinking. I want you to have this in your heart, in your mind, and I want you to puff up with pride when you know that's coming. Where are you from? Oh, let me tell you where I'm from. I'm from a little state, basically the most patriotic state in the nation. We have so many veterans in our state. We've fought in more wars and conflicts, shed more blood, lost more lives for the cause of freedom than most any state. We've done the heavy lifting. We've mined the coal. We've made the steel that built the guns and ships. We built the factories. Matter of fact, we've raised up the middle class. Our little state has done it all. And we've given everything we have to this great country of ours. Probably more on a per capita basis than any other state. And on top of that, the good Lord gave us the most beautiful state and the venues to look at. It's called West Virginia. You might want to come, and when you do, you'll probably want to stay. Thank each and every one of you. Thank you. Congratulations. And God bless you.
Sorry, it takes us a little while to
That's
get
all
this
right.
together. Let me get this out of here. Senator Manchin, I am really moved by what you have to say, and I'm going to think every day about what can I do for my country. That's very
It's
important.
our responsibility.
On behalf of West Virginia University at Parkersburg, and as a token of our great appreciation, I would like to present you with a replica of the college bell. The original bell, which I was pointing out to you before, was made in Troy, New York in 1902. We would like to present you with this, and thank you so much for your service and everything you do for our country.
Let's see if it works, okay?
Thank you so much. We are truly blessed to have Senator Manchin with us today, and I really so much appreciate it. And I know that every single person here, faculty, staff, parent, grandparent, friend, graduates, will remember this day because the Senator was with us. It is time now for the presentation of the Emeriti Awards. We are recognizing faculty and staff who have retired or will be retiring at the end of this academic year, and who dedicated many years of exemplary service to the students and to the college. Will the following individuals please stand and come forward as I call your name? Stan Coberly, Professor Emeritus of English. Following 42 years of service.
a long time. Dan says everybody knew him for a long time.
William Brown, Professor Emeritus of Engineering Technology, following 17 years of service. Mr. Brown, will you please come forward? David White, Director of Facilities and Grounds Emeritus, following 19 years of service. Congratulations to all. We will now present the Bernard P. Mcdonough Professor of the Year Award. This is a surprise, by the way. Each year, the college and its faculty select a very special and very committed faculty member for this honor. The Bernard P. Mcdonough Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year Award recognizes excellence in our college faculty. This award has been named for Mr. Mcdonough because of his love of education and his significant contributions to our community. The Bernard P. Mcdonough Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year for 2018 goes to an individual who constantly cheers on West Virginia University at Parkersburg and its success. She, that's a hint, first began at Parkersburg Community College using her degrees from Marshall University in business education to instruct students in shorthand and on typewriters. Yes, the ones which had the return carriage keys. I still remember those too. Her dedication to the institution and to the community continued as she served as the director of the Jackson County Center, worked with the Jackson County Chapter of Adopt a Family, expanded the PAC Plaza, and became one of the first instructors to adopt online teaching methods. In more recent years, she set and achieved the goal for the business program to earn national accreditation through the Accreditation Council for Business and School Programs in 2013. Additionally, she has been the head cheerleader for our most recent Higher Learning Commission visit, and being the cheerleader is no easy task, and she's led us to a successful accreditation. She served as the liaison to the Higher Learning Commission and was the main author of the assurance arguments in 2018, proving her self-proclamation as a workaholic. Through all this, she also dedicates her time to the community. She's active in the Ripley community through the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Jackson County Junior Fair, her church, and the West Virginia United Methodist Women. Many lives have been transformed in her courses, and alumni have gone on to be successful due to her dedication to excellence. For 2018 and for many years before, she has been outstanding and thus deserves to be the Bernard P. Mcdonough Outstanding Faculty Member of the Year. This year's Bernard P. Mcdonough Professor of the Year is Dr. Pam Braden. Dr. Braden, can you come forward? At this time, I would like to present the WVUP Alumnus of the Year Award. This year, we recognize David Trow, an Emmy Award-winning film and television composer who recently returned to his hometown of Parkersburg, having been in Los Angeles, California, and lived there for a while. David moved to Southern California in 1998 and teamed up with Mike Flicker, best known as producer of the rock band Heart, Barracuda, Crazy on You, Magic Man. He also provided his music editing skills on a list Hollywood films such as Wild Things and Ronin, Permanent Midnight, and television shows King of Queens and ABC's Cracker. Already an accomplished composer, David honed his skills while working with LA composers George S. Clinton, Austin Powers, Andrew Gross, King of Queens, and others. Other projects soon followed, allowing David to utilize his expertise in orchestration, scoring, synthesis, resulting in a 2007 Emmy for the CBS daytime series Guiding Light, as well as a BMI Crystal Award in 2008. David was awarded a full talent scholarship to Ohio University School of Music, where he studied trumpet, holding principal positions in the University Wind Ensemble and the Ohio University Symphony Orchestra. I also want to tell you that one of the deans, one of my oldest friends from Ohio University, who was the dean of the School of Music, is with us today to celebrate his achievements as well, Dr. Wilson. We remember and are proud that David got his start here, however. He went to OU, but he came back here to the West Virginia University of Parkersburg, where he received an Associate in Science degree in Electronics Engineering in 1985. Since returning to Parkersburg, he has opened a studio on Market Street, right in downtown Parkersburg, and is already working here and helping us at WVUP to develop a new digital media program. David, congratulations to you, and thank you for your continued support of WVU Parkersburg. Will you please come forward? At this time, I would like to present to you the Trillium Trio again, who will be performing one of the favorites in West Virginia, My Home Among the Hills. Thank you so much, all of you, for being with us today. Enjoyed the music. And I also love that song. So, now we come to the time that you've all been waiting for. Dr. Crumbaker, will you please present the candidates for Conferral of Degrees?
Will the candidates for certificates and associate degrees please stand and come forward?
Sure. Yeah, please.
Austin Scott Grimmett, Associate of Science, Business Administration, summa cum laude. Benjamin Richard Adams, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration. Amber Dawn Alexander, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Chelsea Lynn Ayers, Associate of Applied Science, Journalism, magna cum laude. Tabitha Ann B., Associate of Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Business Technology. Aaron Christopher Belcher, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, cum laude. Dana Jo Benson, Associate of Science, Business Administration. Kayla Dawn Blair, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation. Tracy Denise Bowen, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, cum laude. Caitlin Nicole Bowman, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Marissa Danielle Baracchio, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Samantha Elizabeth Faye Berkey, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Science. Austin Ryan Castellan, Associate of Science. Hannah Marie Casto, Certificate of Applied Science, Patient Care Technician. Candace Marie Cavanis, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, magna cum laude. Brad Allen Chatton, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation. Aaron Riley Cottrell, Associate of Applied Science, Computer Science, magna cum laude. Brandon James Cottrell, Associate of Applied Science, Drafting, magna cum laude. Amber Nicole Davis, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Associate of Science, Business Administration, Certificate of Applied Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Shelby Lynn Dirth, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Dakota Lee DeLong, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation. Vanessa Jean Duffield, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Clary Renee Garnes, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Maria Leanne George, Certificate of Applied Science, Child Development, Certificate of Applied Science, Paraprofessional, Pre-K-12. Cody Lynn Greathouse, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance. John Douglas Grimm, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation, summa cum laude. Emily Caitlin Haverty, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Zachary Thomas Holmes, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation. Shasta Ann Kearns, Certificate of Applied Science, Patient Care Technician. Veronica Gale King, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Brittany Leanne Lamb, Certificate of Applied Science, Patient Care Technician. Carly Ruth Lane, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Ashley Anna Mary Lewis, Associate of Applied Science, Journalism. Ashley Nicole Lewis, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Sasha Marie Lewis, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Jessica Elizabeth Lipscomb, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Christina Lynn Livingston, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Chad Eugene Lockhart, Associate of Applied Science, Board of Governors. Ashley Nicole Lott, Certificate of Applied Science, Legal Studies. Ken Michael Love, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Kayla Renee Lynch, Associate of Applied Science, Board of Governors. Shiloh Delana Mace, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Megan Lee Marchand, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Chelsea Renee Martin, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, cum laude. Natasha Louise Mason, Associate of Applied Science, Business Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Business Technology, magna cum laude. Tasha Nicole Montgomery, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Carissa Ann Pauley, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Samantha Marie Pena, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Melanie Del Pettis, Associate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, Certificate of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Eric Keith Pittaway, Associate of Applied Science, magna cum laude. Jordan Sarah Pritt, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Jose Junior Ramirez, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, cum laude. Lauren Ashley Ranney, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Caitlin Emazetta Ritchie, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, magna cum laude. Kelsey Nicole Rose, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. James Russell Sayre, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation. Hannah Lynn Shepard, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Catherine Michaela Simmons, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Luke A. Snyder, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, magna cum laude. Hussein Osman So, Associate of Applied Science, Computer and Information Technology, magna cum laude. Lori Lee Stanley, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Certificate of Applied Science, Business Administration. Angela Michelle Stewart, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, cum laude. Brianna Lynn Schwischer, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Shelley Leanne Thomas, Associate of Applied Science, Nursing, Associate of Arts. Jacob Andrew Valentine, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Welding. Donatas Zuskas, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance, cum laude. Marcia Day Walker, Associate of Arts, magna cum laude. Jeff Tyler Wallace, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Welding. Doyle Neal Weekly, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Electricity and Instrumentation, Certificate of Applied Science, Industrial Maintenance. Mason Tyler Winans, Associate of Applied Science, Multi-Craft Technology. Corbin Aubrey Wright, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, Certificate of Applied Science, Welding. Phoenix Keith Yates, Associate of Applied Science, Welding Technology, magna cum laude. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand and come forward? Austin Lee Allman, Regents Bachelor of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Associate of Science, Business Administration. Robin Elizabeth Alt, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, cum laude. Kenneth Dakota Arnett, Regents Bachelor of Arts, Associate of Applied Science, Board of Governors. Rachel E. Baker, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Jessica Marie Beckham, Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice. Colin Danielle Berwanger, Bachelor of Applied Technology, Computer Networking and Security. Jennifer Irene Blosser, Bachelor of Applied Science, Criminal Justice, cum laude. Stephen Cody Brown, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Amanda Sue Brubaker, Bachelor of Applied Science, Child Development, Certificate of Applied Science, Child Development, magna cum laude. Caitlin Renee Bunch, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Certificate of Applied Science, Legal Studies. Sarah Lynn Burton, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Ashton Sinclair Buzzard, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Jacob Peter Callow II, Bachelor of Applied Technology, Computer Networking and Security. Marshall Albert Campbell, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Kelsey Dale Kaplinger, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Brittany Dawn Carpenter, Bachelor of Applied Science, Child Development, Certificate of Applied Science, Child Development, cum laude. Kelsey Renee Carpenter, Regents Bachelor of Arts. India Mary Carville, Regents Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Kristen Lindsay Casto, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Anna Michelle Coleman, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies. Sierra A. Conley, Regents Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Tara Beth Crooks, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, magna cum laude. Richard Earl Deem, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Kaylee Rihanna Dugan, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Jesselyn Irene Dunsmore, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Tara Morgan Elms, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Christelle Ann Gumaru, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Kelly Ray Hall, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Ariane Marie Hartman, Regents Bachelor of Arts. Autumn Rose Henthorn, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Colin M. Hill, Bachelor of Applied Science, Criminal Justice. Jessie Caitlin Hillary Husk, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, Associate of Arts. Angela Daniela Johnson, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Mark Anthony Lambert, Bachelor of Applied Technology, Information Security. Haley Marie Marshall, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Rodney Lance Marshall, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Ruth Ellen Louise Mason, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Amber Renee Mayhew, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Adam McCoy, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Ashton Danielle Moore, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Science, Business Administration, Certificate of Applied Science, Legal Studies. Sasha Kristen Morrill, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. William Randall Morris, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Certificate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, magna cum laude. Amber Marie Murphy, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Jordan Nicole Parsons, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Peggy Sue Pace, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Associate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, Certificate of Applied Science, Legal Studies, magna cum laude. Holly Suzanne Rexroad, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Rebecca Lynn Rhodes, Bachelor of Applied Science, Communication and Media Studies, magna cum laude. Vicky Carol Sargent, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Sarah Beth Schoolcraft, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Quentin Douglas Sells, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Certificate of Applied Science, Accounting Technician. Joseph Leo Sikorsky, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration. Jacob Otis Smith, Bachelor of Applied Technology, Computer Networking and Security, cum laude. Jessica K. Spears, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, magna cum laude. Caitlin Marie Stewart, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration. Emily Faith Thompson, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, cum laude. Jared Evan Towner, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Lowell Thomas Tyson, Bachelor of Applied Technology, Computer Networking and Security, cum laude. Alexandra Rochelle Westfall, Regents, Bachelor of Arts. Sarah B. Wiggins, Bachelor of Applied Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Richard Peter Allen Kozlowski, Bachelor of Applied Science, Legal Studies. President Milley, these candidates have met requirements for all degrees. It is my pleasure to present them to you for confirmation.
By the power vested in me by the West Virginia University at Parkersburg Board of Governors, the Higher Education Policy Commission, the Community and Technical College Council, and as president of WVU Parkersburg, I hereby confer upon you, who have completed the requirements, the degrees or certificates for which you are candidates, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereunto. Graduates, please stand. Will you please change your tassels to the other side? Congratulations to you. You are now graduates of West Virginia University at Parkersburg. Please wear your lapel pin proudly to share and hold true your connection to this fine and special institution. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we sing America the Beautiful, which is printed in your program. Congratulations to our graduates and to our new alumni. Display your diploma proudly. Now please remain standing for the recessional. Dr. Young.